This is Robbie. This is our little boy. He's 3.5. He has Angelman syndrome, which is a rare genetic disorder. Well, the bed has been definitely life-changing because we had Robbie in just the largest cot that we could find to keep him safe, because he would have rolled off if it was a normal child's bed. He would have rolled off and he could have hurt himself in the night or been cold. And so the cot was the best way to keep him safe, but he is tall and he was growing out of it. And we also didn't have a safe place to change him. We had the biggest change table we could get, but his legs were hanging off the end. He was starting to learn to roll. We were worried he was going to roll off. So getting a high-low bed was a really big step. I think for me as a mum, at first it felt a bit confronting because, you know, you have your little boy and you kind of want him to move into a typical little boy's bed. So the idea of getting, I guess, a specialised bed felt like a really big step, but it was really nice to see that this one is so lovely. It's, you know, actually has a lovely style to it with the Scandi timber on the perspex sides. And that was really, really great to see how well it worked for him. And it's honestly been life-changing. Like, we went on a holiday for a few weeks and his bed was the one we missed the most, probably the thing that we missed the most, because we can change him in it, change his nappy, his clothes. We can raise it up to a height that is really easy on our backs. Oh. We can also lower it right down, and now we're teaching him to climb off the bed independently and climb on again. So again, that's easier on our backs, that's increasing his independence. And we can also raise the bed head, which has helped with his reflux and vomiting. So we can adjust it to really suit and support his needs, but it also looks after us as carers as well. So it helps us to stay fit and well looking after him. So it really has made our life easier. And it's just lovely. Like, he's got all this room to move around. He has it full of toys. We have a little camera on the top so that we can see him and check that he's okay without walking into the room. And it's got great features.
It has.
Yeah.
Makes changing him and working with him so much easier and more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Bending over to a standard height bed is quite hard on the back. And even though we're young, after 15, 20 minutes of being rocked at a certain angle, you're quite uncomfortable. And it becomes a bit frustrating. Everything can be harder, but having a bed at the right height that's nice and soft for him, it makes everything easier. It's a real workstation, and we can do anything that Robbie needs at the one height. And then his support worker, who's not as tall as Rachel here, we can lower the bed for her and she can do the exact same thing in the same bed. And
it's really two pieces of equipment in one, because I know other families might have a bed and somewhere to change their child safely, but this, you can do both of them in the one place. It takes up less space in the room and it's easier, it's functional.
All the features of a hospital bed, plus almost a jungle gym, yeah. But it just looks fantastic.
Actually, it's lovely, and we've been able to set his room up to be a nice little boy's room, despite the, you know, the big specialised bed. It's actually a lovely room and a lovely bed. We wouldn't expect our 9-month-old to be safe on a standard bed. We know that she would roll off and it would frighten her and she'd hurt herself, maybe hit her head or catch her arm somewhere, you know. You'd never expect to put a baby in a standard bed. Robbie's not a baby by any means. But developmentally, he needs that extra support for safety, and it's really provided that. You know, we know that he's safe in his bed. We know that he's not at risk when we're changing him or getting him dressed, and that's really what he needs, and it gives us peace of mind, and he's happy in it as well.
Yeah, we know that a lot of Angelman syndrome kids wander a lot, and we know that this bed has all the features. It can be modular, moves his head up to help him sit up, and it can go up and down, but also the gates are safe to keep him safe for as long as he needs to be safe. And if and when he's fully safe to get out of his bed and move around the house, we can leave it open. But until then, it's safely closed for him.
Yeah, that's a great point as well about being able to open the doors. You know, later on we may have the bed set up completely differently. We may have it lowered right to the ground, all the doors open, and he can climb in and climb out as he wants. And it can be similar to a standard bed in that way. But it's nice to know that as his needs change, the bed's very flexible to change as well. So that will help it to last a long time too. It's great to know the bed is going to fit him for so long. Robbie's a tall boy, like his parents, and yeah, I'm the taller one. And you know, this is a full single bed, almost like a king single size, and so it could potentially fit him. I mean, even into adulthood, unless his needs change in some way. But we definitely know it's going to fit him for childhood. Probably well into his teens. It's nice to know that we won't have to go through the process of organising another bed and choosing things. That, you know, this is really going to be a long-term solution. We've got it, we're settled in, we love it, and we don't have to think about it again now for probably 10 years, you know. It's all good. It's going to last a long time.